There's some music. What is this? So, what are you doing, Sam? What are you doing? So today I'm just going to be chilling. I'm working on trying to come up with another template for the in my toilet trading cards. On the screen, what you see there is the original templates that I created for the series. That I created for the series. So what I'm doing today is I'm just gonna be chilling. If anybody joins, say hello. If not, it is what it is. I'm just gonna be chilling. So what you see on the screen is the original design for this into my toilet on trading cards. So like you see on the left hand side there's a fuel level, right? And on the right hand bottom, I'm sorry, the left hand side is a power level, the right hand bottom is a fuel level. And this is Cowboy Duty. And basically the description I wrote at the time was Cowboy Duty has the strength to battle some level 3 opponents. He also has enough fuel to travel to Jupiter. His ranch is rich in natural resources, right? And those resources will come into play when it's game time. And there's a bonus question: how far does Jupiter's magnetosphere extend? So, and those are like bonus points, and that can get you either extra fuel or extra power, depending on what's happening at the time of the game play. So this was the original look for the card, and I'm trying to create something more trendy, but more modern today. So I've been just doing some homework on designs and stuff like that, and so I'm just gonna play today and see what I come up with. I can come up with something cool. I think, like, for instance, this is the front of the card. I definitely want to change that. It's definitely not up to, I guess, today's standards in my eyes. So these are vintage, original trading cards. So the new cards are gonna look a lot different. More dynamic as well in the front. So I'm trying to make some eye-catching, especially the monster series. There's a monster series in the trading cards that I'm going to be working on. So that's the monster series. See that coming up soon. All right, so Standard trading cards, like for instance, is document. If I go to document, resize document, this is, if I move this to inches, this is 2.5 by 3.5, right? So that's your standard trading card dimensions. So I'm going to create a new, I'm going to print, right? And I'm going to change this to 2. And I'm going to change this to 3.5, right? Boom. And there it is. If you're wondering what I'm using, I am using Affinity Photo. I know it's not your standard application that most people use, but this is what I have. All right, so over here you got all these shapes and all that stuff, and so right now I'm thinking, what will I do? So on the initial card, I had a duty in a circle on the bottom. I might keep that look but I'm going to change the character inside there. So like for instance, there's a cowboy duty, so I think what I want to do is keep everything similar. So if cowboy duty's in the back, I want to make sure that he's here as well, but maybe a different look for him. But right now I'm just coming up with the aesthetics, right? And it's really the back of the card that's the most important right now. So this is what I had for my back of the card. I think I'm going to change it up. I want to give more space for art, but we'll see. So I think what I'll do is, so let's say if I take this box right here and I just, let's say this is going to be the gameplay box, the rules, the power level, the power source, all that stuff. Maybe that goes in here, right? And you probably can't see, and then I just want to center that for a second. There you go, that's right, centered. I haven't picked the color for the background, so I'm just going to create a layer for that back. And because it is duty, I'm just going to go with a green again. It'll change. I'm just going to use that right now so that you can see what I'm doing and I'll use white squares for the time being. So this is what I got so far. Ta-da! I'm done. Yeah. All right, so that's that. So let's say I'm going to change this to the round rectangle, and I said use this here, right? I want to make sure everything's aligned. So that's there. That's there. So this space here, I'm going to be using for the art. Now, again, this is the back of the card. And I also have to make sure that I incorporate, several components. The fuel level, the power level, the bonus question, and the gameplay description for the card, right? So I have to have enough room in that square white box right here to be able to do that. So I'm going to always go back to the previous card. This is the back, right? That's the look, right? So it's a power level. So maybe I can still use that same premise, right? And let's say I take this, but now what I need to do is I'm going to change this. Hold on. Okay. Change this. Let's go to a yellow for a second. And I'm going to go here. This will represent the power level. And I think I'm going to Command C, Command V, take my arrow key, hold the Shift key down, move this over so it's all aligned, right? And this will represent the fuel level. So here's my power, here's my fuel, and then I'll add the gauges on here to see what I come up with. So again, here is what that looks like. Here's this, right? So that's there. Now, I took this and I copied it and I paste, right? But I changed this to, let's say, no, keep that like that, but change this to red. Boom. But I'm going to move this layer behind this one, so now you don't see it, right? You don't see it. So then this one here, I'm going to change this to the yellow as initially, but I'm going to eliminate the center. So with the yellow, I'm going to thicken it up. Boom. Right? So now, that's the one in the front. So let's say I want to reduce the power level here. The simple trick is this. No, actually no. The simple is this. Boom. Just move it down. So you can determine which power level you want. So now I have two layers, one with a hollow center, the other one, and so the red acts as the level, and the yellow acts as the frame, the container, right? So now if I want to, what am I doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, if I want to do the same thing here, I can just delete this. Boom. And I can take these two here. Copy, Command V, move this over, boom. So now the same thing here. So again, one's gonna be power, one's gonna be fuel. So we can play with that later. This box won't be white. Right now I'm just creating placements of shapes so that way I can determine, what I'm gonna do, what's gonna go where, embellish the design aspect of the card. Sorry, I'm tired. It's been a long week. Have you backed the campaign for There's Nail in My Toilet? There's about 108 people that are following the campaign and 22 converted. So there's a lot of you out there still waiting, and I'm hoping that you're going to follow through and get yourself a copy and have fun with the family and get ready to laugh. So if you haven't backed it yet, and please do. The sooner we make gold, the sooner we can start unlocking some really cool stuff. But anyway, so this is this. So if I look at here, so I'm trying to reverse the elements, right? So title here, let's get a circle. Yeah, right. Let's get that circle. Now change that. Fill that circle to white. I'm gonna fill it white. We can leave that like that. Move this down like that. Boom. Okay. So now you already know what the shapes are gonna be. Okay, so that's gonna be there. We'll figure out what I'm gonna do. This is image. So like this I just put it right here so that you know. Image. Or graphic. I don't want people to think it's an image comics. Graphic. Go here, right? So extend. Graphic goes in there. And let's see. There's so many ways you can do this. I can also change this one to, I like the roundness. Let's change that to this. Oh yeah. Right, cool. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna group these. That thing that we do so wrong. Take one away. Are you the same size? No. There you go. Right across the edge. Wow. All right. So there's that. You got the two pillars. You got the graphic. It's a nice day outside. Tonight, join me on Russ Explode tonight. Don't mind me. I'm going to be eating chips as I'm talking to you guys. I'll be on Russ Explode tonight. 8 p.m. Central, where we're going to be talking about duty, and there's going to be some other campaigns on there as well. But what's exciting is that Rodney Fike, a very talented artist, he did an amazing piece of duty. Yeah, amazing piece of duty. Yeah, he did an amazing piece rendition of Duty from Dead Nigga in My Toilet. But he took it a step further. He then said, hey, we talked about it. We want to help out the campaign. Really like what you're doing. We want to raffle this piece off. And we want to raffle it on Russ Explode's show. And I was like, yo, that's just crazy. Number one, I can tell you I got choked up. You know, because the generosity is beyond anything that would never in my wildest dreams. And so I was like, yeah. So I'm excited about it. Thank you guys so much. Join us tonight. We're trying to get 3 new backers tonight during the live show on Russ Explode. And if we do, we'll run the raffle. And everybody who backed the campaign will go into the raffle to win that original piece of Super Duty by Rodney Fight. Crazy. Crazy. All right. Go. I got that. Command C, Command B. So now the one in the back, I'm gonna change that to look at that. Like a darker green. So what I'm gonna do? Purple. There you go. I'm gonna drop some knowledge here. What am I doing? And then this one, we're gonna change that to change that to right. Same thing with you. So I'm gonna delete this because I don't see. This is what happens when you're trying to come up with a look. It's trial and error. So now this, I'm gonna. There it is. Stand up. See, it's gonna see what it is. Okay. So if I did that with the fuel and the, like, yo, Sam, you're on a podcast. Yo.
Another crazy has arrived.
What's up, Sam Martino in his house? Sorry for the crunching. So if I did the fuel level there again, redoing this look that I want a retro look. A more modern look. So let's go here. Let's say that's fuel levels there. And let's say power level. Again, I haven't determined what character is going to go here. I might even change it to reds because I might be using the who knows, when I'm done with this look and this design, it might be for the Monster series. Let's see. So bonus questions, and right now I'm just placing placements, right? So black. This bonus. That's the placement where again, fonts and all that stuff I do later, and look and design. Right now I'm just trying to be play. So bonus is the bonus question to either get you more fuel or more power. And play is the gameplay rules for this card. how this card would fare against another card. So right now, all of it is just placement. And again, this is where the graphic's gonna go. So whatever character, once I figured out the template, whatever character I'm gonna put is gonna go in that graphic. And I like it to take over the whole card, which is why I'm changing the template from this. As you can see, the old version, he was in a square. And then the rest of the card, so you have all that dead space in the background, right? So I'm like, you know what? Let's change the look and give more space for the graphic, and minimize the space for the font and the text and all that stuff. Because people really want the art. That's why they get the cards, and they want to know the gameplay rules. So here I'll put the bonus question. Here's the gameplay rules, and then all right. So up here, I'll put a logo for whatever series of card this is going to be. So again, the original card series looks like this, right? And at that time, I was so excited about creating my own cards. I didn't give a lot of thought to the design. I just wanted something. Zen music, right? Zen music. I didn't give a lot of thought to the design of the card. So like, I gave all this space down here at the bottom to the Crazy Comics logo. What was I thinking, right? Well, I like the front of the card. You had a lot of art in the background. Just the design doesn't do anything for me. So here's the back of the card. So as you can see, so it says bonus. How far does Jupiter's magnetosphere extend? That's a bonus question, and that your answer will determine what you get. So we're gonna change that, and then I gave a lot of space to there's name of my toilet and to duty at the bottom. And I'm like, oh, come on. So we're gonna change all that here. So here will be the title of the name of the character, name of character. Again, this is all just placement, and this is my thought process when I'm designing. So most of the time that I spend when I'm creating templates is this. It's just figuring out, eyeballing it, where do I want everything to go. So here, I don't know why I have that underlined there, but that's going to go there. In this space right here is the card series emblem. So card emblem logo, right? So card logo will go in here. So this is like, so when I go back to this and I see this template, it's like, what the hell is this, man? What were you doing? This is my way of reminding me, this is what you thought about at the time you created this template, right? And again, this is all just placeholders. This is not what will end up being, but placeholders. Let's see. So I got that. So if I did this, maybe inside here would be like a grayish. No. Gray. There you go. Lighter gray. Yeah, I think a bit purple. That might work. For now. Okay. So the fuel levels, maybe I'll change those colors. So if I say that's the fuel level, so I'm going to change that color to green since it's fuel. And the power level, I'm going to leave it red. So you got red and green. The great thing about it, once you create the template, all you have to do is select the item and move it up and down based on the strength and fuel level you give that character. So you don't have to go and recreate a new card. So the way I do it is I'll save this as a template. I'll put trading card volume 2 monster series template, and that's how I'll write it out, right? And when I create a new template for volume 3, I'll say, hero series or whatever. But I'll create the template. What else am I missing? So I'm working on a look for the uranium chips. I want a unique look for them, so that way when you're trying to get them, because the uranium chips are the key to the fuel, right? The more uranium chips you get, the more fuel you can buy. So here, let me see, I'm gonna do this. Take this, and it's gotta be gold, yellow. It's gotta be orange. Yeah, like that. I did a triangle. I took it. Let's see if was he behind it? I did this. Alright. So now, yeah, I'm trying to create unique shapes. So again, so what I'll do is I'll group these two together. I'll group it. Boom. And I'll make this and I'll adjust text with outline. Actually, no. Let's go back, separate the groups. I want to make the lines a little thinner because they're a little thick right now. There you go. That's thinner. That's better. So now when you're looking for yeah, there's lots of layers, homie. Yes. All templates, when you're creating a template, you're gonna have a lot. You gotta see when I'm coloring, it's even worse. So like the uranium chips, so this will be a symbol idea for a uranium chip, right? So in fact, I want the bottom to come up a little bit more higher. There you go. There you go. Let me see. Yeah. Boom. And so this would be like, for instance, like what I'm doing that I didn't have on the other cards. So if you look at the other cards, this is the back of the card. You didn't know how much you currently had. You just knew what your fuel level is, but you don't even know what you need more to fill up the tank if you lose fuel or whatever it is. So I'm going to create the symbols for the uranium chips. And again, you don't have to reinvent the wheel when you have all of the tools and shapes and everything. All you have to do is manipulate the shapes. You can take multiple shapes and create a look that you want. And that's what I do. So then all you do is copy and paste. Boom. And slide it over, keeping it the same. And so like this card might have 3 uranium chips. But what I'll do is, and then I'll just copy this, see, copy V, and then slide it over. So this way I have enough for the V. This over. All right. So there. So now so now I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There should be 10, right? Should be 10 stacks in every, so let me roll these over. A little bit, center it. So now, if I'm adding a character, right? And let's say the character, and this is a template, the character only has 2 uranium stacks, chip stacks. All you do is just remove the others. And then when you add it, are the chips crypto? No. Crypto is scary, bro. Unless you're knowledgeable about that stuff, forget about it. You don't know what to believe when you're reading the papers or the news. So once you have it there, you can eliminate it. What's going to eventually happen is with these graphics is when I'm settled on the template, then I'll take this card over to my Cintiq, and I'll go over and embellish the looks with my graphic tablet, my pen tool, and I'll start adding the effects and all the stuff to everything, and and make it pop and shine. So like You're not going to see these flat looking uranium chips. What you're going to see, it's going to blend in as if it was hand illustrated. But once I have the template, I'm hang a bit on your explode into I got a jet about the Zen. What's the Zen? Do I have music playing? Is there music playing? Let me see. Oh, I do have music playing. Ain't that something? That is pretty. Yeah, I do. That's awesome. That is awesome. I didn't realize. I thought it stopped when the podcast started, but if it's, that's pretty dope. Hey, that's straight from StreamYard. So yeah, so once I create this template, then I'll know exactly how I want it to be placed, and then I'll go over everything and redo it on yeah, no. See, I'm not listening to myself, so I didn't know that I had a freaking a club going on back here. Good thing you can still hear me. That's some shit. Yeah, so there's the uranium chips again. So this is to the bottom two here. Let's say I'll just, that's the placement there. Let's see, what else am I missing? So I got placement for logo, I got placement for title, I got placement for graphics, I got placement for fuel and for power, the placement for the bonus question, the placement for the gameplay. And then now it's just about the actual look. So like you see this here, right here. Let's say I wanted to change that shape and distort it. I'll just go over here and shift this over, bam. Because I wanted a more dynamic look to that. And there it is, fine. Easy peasy, making easy. So, but we're gonna change that for now. And that's what I'll do when I'm playing around with all of these things. Like for instance, if I want to gauge here. This is as simple as just creating a rectangle tool. Right? Boom. Going over here. Taking this here. Move this. I gotta move this layer up. That's a problem. Alright, so that layer is there. I just want to see how the layer looks. I'm going to change that to this to nothing. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Uh-oh. Georgie Porgy Puddin' Pie. What's up, Jorge Medina? Hey. Oh, yo, Jorge. I spoke to Lola about your you're promoting your campaign for Wonder Duck, and she said just hit her up and she'll get you on the show. At the Copa Cabana. Yeah, so that's how I basically create this fuel load. So then what I'll do is I'll take this, I'll copy all of these, copy, and I'll paste it, and I'll slide it over. And now I got more layers. So, and that'll be the fuel gauge. You know, and again, so if I want to change the fuel level, go up and down without having to change much. I'm gonna leave this like that for now. The frames should be, so here's the dealio. The frames should be this color. Where is this? If I'm keeping it purple, all right, let me see. Is it the right purple? Yes. And if I'm keeping it purple, it should be that color. So that should be purple. If I was going to keep the color schemes the same. And then if I didn't want to show that backdrop, for instance, if I take this, again, C Command V, and I just expand it for a second, change that to a white, right? Bring it back here. Boom. So now, now when I play with the gauge, there's a white background, but I might change that white to a gray, right? So this way you don't see the other colors in the back. That white might end up being like that color there. So when I do this, oh wait, what also? Didn't I just say? Here we go. There it is. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So then, keep it like that. So again, color schemes might change the whole bit, but that's basically the premise. Let's see. That I created that frame. I don't want to have to go through all of it. So this frame here is this. Except we'll change it to this. Boom. And these we're going to get rid of. Over. There. And so one thing I didn't do here is do what I did over there. So you see the back is hollow, right? So I'm going to copy this. Command C, Command V. I'm going to take this and I'll put this in here. Boom. And I'm going to slide it over. Boom. Now the back is covered. Yeah. And it's easy to just copy and paste and duplicate without having to go and recreate the wheel. What's up? Hell and back. Duty. Toge? Tage? Yo, I don't know if you know anything about me, but I pronounce things as I see it. I didn't really adapt to the silent letters and all that stuff. I pronounced hors d'oeuvres as hors d'oeuvres when I first read it on the menu. So just saying, I'm that guy. It is what it is. I still have hooked on phonics. Yeah. So basically, when you look at the first back of the card, that's what it looked like. And again, most of it was taken up by frames, text, logos, and not enough art. Dang it. Held him back duty today. Oh, there you go. I was like, Toge. I was like, I didn't understand what that meant. So the new template is going to have more of the back of the card for the graphic. So that way, like for instance, let's say if I go and drop a graphic. Let me go and open up my files. Here we go. Let's see. What do I got over here? Let's see. I don't want to drop it there. One. Colors. What is it? PSDs. Yo, my dogs are acting up. Oh, here we go. Let's see how this is just. I'm not using this template, but let's say if I wanted to drop this in there, right? So I'm going to large visible. Command C. Let's say this is what I wanted, and I wanted to drop it in here. And again, it's too big. I gotta zoom out for a second because that's to scale it. It's just hypothetical. If that was the graphic, what I want is just to demonstrate. I want most of the card for the graphic. Obviously, this graphic is not the graphic. I just took the cover for issue number 2 of There's Anything in My Toilet. But I want the graphic to dominate this space. And then the rest of the card, I say 60-40. 60% graphic, 40% everything else. Gameplay, rules, power source, all that stuff. As compared to this, where the graphic was just about 20% of the space in that little square box. So that's my agenda, is to make it look like that. So we can get rid of that. But yeah, there's the cover for issue number 2 of There's Anything in My Toilet. And if you want to see how I do this one, let's go over here. So what I do is I create it, you see on my files. Oh, my logo. That's not that. Got it. Get out the way. Here's my logo. Boom. Bring that in here. It's still a layered file, so I have to rearrange where the logo is. Boom. Logo's right there. Now it might be down here because that big old ant. Because if I put it up here, it's gonna cover the ant, and I want to show some of the graphic. So that might be down here. Boom. Right. And that's where I'll place the logo for this issue, and then I pull from. I try to keep everything consistent. So what I'll do is I'll go back to book 1. I'll open up one of the original covers. Let's see. Let's open up. Let's open up my Rambo cover. Oh, look at that Rambo. All right. So, did I use that, or did I change that? Let's see. So yeah, there's a matrix. Let me see something. I did use that. What about the 2? That one had that. I thought I changed it. Let me look at Emperors. Where's my CX? Oh, here it is. Oh, I did. Okay, not bad. Yes, I try to keep it consistent, and sometimes I forget what the font was. So I just copy, Command C, bring that bad boy over, and V. Boom. Look how it just placed where it should be. Isn't that something? But if I didn't want too much stuff on the bottom and I want to just bring it up to the top, I might play with it up there. Issue number 1. Boom. Right? And again, it's on your preference when you're putting this stuff together. What the hell is this? Oh, this is the one. This should be up here. Stop playing. Okay. Yeah, that's better. I actually like the way the colors came out of that. Very vibrant, fun. Although I would put some white here. Like if I wanted to, let's see, let me put another layer real quick. Let me get that brush. See, I always see something and I'm like, oh, I don't like this, so I gotta change this. Let's go here. No, brush. Go to basics. Basic. 32. 32 is a good one, right? Go back to that layer. Layer there. See, I wanted to. Why isn't it 100%? Should you be here? Huh. Let's see. Maybe bigger. Small. I add that kind of stuff there. I always see something. And this one's titled I See Red People. So don't hate me. That might change here. I don't know if I'll put it. This is where it could go up here. I don't know. We'll see. The logo might get smaller. Let's see. I see. Canceled. They say, you can't say that. I didn't say anything. Stapido rapido. Let's see. Okay. Let's change that to red as you see red people. Boom. Now let's move this over. Boom. This might just be white because for the sake of it, there you go. Boom. I'll keep it just like that. Who knows? It could be green because of the font. I don't like it. Like the yellow. White. Blue. Blue. I like the way the blue disappears. Again. I shall see as we proceed. Might be, unless I may do red letters with white background. Oh, that could be red. Right? And the bottom one, white. Boom. There you go. See? See what happens when you play? That red is bright. I might just change the red to match the red on the, there you go, subtle. A little more subtle. I don't want the text to overwhelm the art. And then this get a little smaller. And ta-da! It's the magic of movie making. Yeah, so I know I went oh, like, yo, Sam, weren't you working on a card template? This is my problem. I was focused. I see things, I'm like, wait, yeah, that's right, I'll be working on this one. And when I see something, it's over. Someone save this, file save. Boom, so there's the cover. And now I don't have to worry about this. Now I just have to export it as a TIFF. And since I'm here, I'm gonna do it right now. So what I'll do is I'll take all of these bad boys and I'll merge it down. Because when I export it, what happens is the file's bigger because you exported it, even though it's converting it to a TIFF, it still exports it in layers in this program. So I have to merge the selected and then export it, file export as a TIFF. And then you see it says 3.0 megs. There's no way it's 3.0 megs. The reason why this program, I have to go to more and see in the program. Oh, no wonder that's why. I'm sorry, TIFF. There it is. That's better. See, it says 3.1. So if I go to more, this program is zipping it. I was like, what are you compressing the file for, bro? Yo, just leave it alone. So then you see it's 17.5 megabytes. That's the file it should look like. So now I'm gonna move this. Toilet, find book 2, because this is book 2, and there it is. And flip, and don't save. Boom. Because now that it's compressed, I don't want to save it again. I'm going to keep the original layers. There's Ramble. Doesn't Ramble look dope? All right, so back to the template. Now that I get off this tangent. So that's basically the template I will use for the next series of trading cards. What I'm going to do is my next objective is go over all of that with on my Cintiq and you know, create some gradients, you know, some cool effects. Like for instance, let's just say this purple in the background, I want to change that to a gradient overlay. Bang, it automatically changes to black. What are you doing? What happened to my purple? What are you doing? That's not right. That's not what I asked for. So you can change it to linear, elliptical, right? Gives you center stuff. You can't even see it. Boom, radial, clonical, whatever that does. I don't like clonical. I think radio might be, but we'll see. And then I'll go here and get my colors back. Colors. Let's say we did that, and we do. Right. And do I want that like that or oh, maybe darker. There you go. All right, and then maybe change the angle up. Nope. See, that radio doesn't do anything for me, so cool. Y scale. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let's say that's there. Boom. And now I'm starting to add, and it'll start building. And it'll take me a day to finalize a good 8 to 10 hours just on a card template to get the color scheme, all that stuff, all in place. So that's my process with creating templates for a card. And again, I'm using a Affinity Photo. I'm not using Adobe Photoshop, and I'm using just shapes for placement and everything else. So the font will change, like, you know, I'll play with the fonts. You know, do I like that font? You know, what font do I want? Bomb. You know, and I'll just keep both there. So again, tonight, hope you guys join me on Russ Explode. Again, Rodney Fike went above and beyond. I never even expected it. You know, again, he did this amazing piece. Do I even have it on this campaign? Like, where's my brand? Let's put a brand. Let me upload that piece. You can see what this guy did. Beast. These. Check this out. Rodney Fike, number one, first of all, honored me with this amazing duty piece. Look at that piece. Number two, kids, cover your ears, because, you know, this guy, he needs to put on some pants to cover up. I'm just saying. But it's an amazing duty piece. Amazing. And not only that, but then, you know, I get, you know, they want to raffle it off to try to help the campaign. And now, what? I was floored. I woke up in the morning to the message, and I was like, am I dreaming? This is crazy. And I'm just honored and you know, lost for words, but this is a beautiful piece. And then Russ is using his platform to, you know, help with the campaign. And I truly appreciate everybody involved, and thank you so much. You know, we're at 41 backers, but we have 108 people signed up watching it. And I'm hoping that the 108, you know, decide to come out and play, because 22 of the 108 converted. So there's a good portion of people that haven't converted yet, that actually are watching it. And I'm hoping that they come out and play. We did have a retail bundle. So one retailer, Ray's Comics in California, thank you. And we have a Sam special. The Sam special is available now, and it ends Sunday night, which is tomorrow night, midnight. So take advantage. You know, for $50, you get a steal of stuff. You get a whole bag. It's like you want a shopping spree. So, but again, yes, join us on Russ Explode tonight, 8 p.m. Central. It's going to be amazing. I'm excited. Again, I can't thank these guys enough for what they're doing. You know, my goal is to get duty over the 100 backer mark, and I'm just surprised that we haven't, you know, done so already. because it is a fun for all family story. It's if you think you're too cool to laugh and giggle like a little boy, you need to stop acting up. All right, because this is an opportunity for you to just be corny and laugh under your breath and have fun reading a story that reminds you of the days you grew up with Saturday morning cartoons. And for all you gamers out there, you're gonna love Duty. I'm telling you, get on board now, because when the game comes out, you're gonna be running and say, yo, where have I been this whole time? So you wanna be there on the ground floor up, just saying. So I'm done. That's my template. I have to go now clean that up. I'm gonna go have dinner and get ready for tonight's show. And I will leave you with my trailer for Just Alien in My Toilet. Thank you, Georgie, Creators Outlet, Michael San Martino. Thank you guys for joining. Where's that Duty trailer? We're gonna leave you with Duty.